Good evening, folks. We're going to go ahead and get started. It's good to see a number of you here this evening for this celebration. I'm going to call it a celebration of a lot of hard work and energy that people have put into us arriving here this evening. I want to thank our partner, Sun Tribe, who is here, and you're going to actually hear from their leadership a little bit later this evening, and that individual is Devin Welch, and that whole Sun Tribe team is also here. This is really about the solar power purchase agreement, which is marking an important commitment here for APS. I was reminded, I was standing out there and I was approached. Evidently, I had the vision back when I came here over a decade ago and said that all schools would have solar panels on them. And so, so we are going solar. It's not something that happens overnight, but it's a long-term commitment, really, of our school board, past and present, also Arlington County government, and a number of our community partners, and they are here with us this evening. I want to first start out by thanking Delegate Rip Sullivan, and I know Delegate Sullivan is here. Would he please stand, Rip? Thank you very much. Delegate Sullivan was really instrumental in introducing some legislation last year in combination with our legislative liaison, Lila Wise, that really broke some new ground. So, Rip, thank you very much for that. It is much appreciated. We also have from Arlington County government, the county's energy manager, John Merle. John, I saw you here. Thank you for being here. From the Sierra Club, and we'll be hearing from him a little bit later, Rick Keller, the Mount Vernon chapter, and he's the energy chair. Rick. A longtime friend for me. I met her when I first got here, and she's been ever present. Eleanor Hodges, and she is from the Echo Arlington. Eleanor? We also have the entire team here from CMTA, the engineering team that helped design and the system that we currently have at Discovery. Bob Richardson, our APS counsel. Bob, thank you for coming up from the Carolinas to be here this evening. And then I want to make a special thank you to some of our staff. Mr. John Chadwick, Assistant Superintendent for Facilities and Operations. Kathy Lynn, where is Kathy Lynn? Kathy, please stand. Instrumental in her role, along with Leslie Peterson and David Webb from our finance departments. Both of them, I want them to stand. David is a crown jewel to have for things like this and get them through. So David, thank you very, very much. So today I got this, the talking points here, and so I was informed that we're going to get 2.5 megawatts. And I said, what is that? I don't know what 2.5 megawatts is. So give me a scale. That's enough power to power 5 schools or 400 homes for a year. So that's a pretty impressive amount of power that we're going to be generating. In addition to Discovery, and I see her here this evening, the principal from Discovery, and we're going to actually hear from 2 of her students. We also have solar or energy saving at Wakefield High School, but we're going to be adding to Alice West Fleet, Tuckahoe Elementary, Thomas Jefferson Middle, Kenmore Middle, and Washington Lee. So, and the great part about that is all of those upfront costs come to APS with no charge. So that's why this partnership with Sun Tribe is so wonderful. I think also what it sends a message about is what we believe here in Arlington. We've talked about this for a long time. I do want to call out Jay Fassett, one of our former county board members who had a lot of energy and impetus behind this. And Jay, thank you for all the work that you did over the number of years you served the county. You played a critical role kind of in us looking at this not only at the county level, but also at the school level. So with that, I'd like to now introduce our chair, Reed Goldstein, who has a few comments, and then we'll hear from a few other individuals about this evening.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Murphy. We are delighted. The school board is delighted to fully support the expansion of solar and shifting to lower-cost clean energy sources that are going to power Arlington Public Schools. And let me introduce my colleagues who are here on the school board, Barbara Cannonen and Tanya Talento. And is Nancy here? I saw Nancy before. No, and she's working, yeah. And Monique O'Grady will be here shortly. So on behalf of all of us, we fully support this this expansion of our ability to do clean power. And we're equally delighted with the collaborative effort with the community, with Sun Tribe, with APS, that shows the strength of our commitment to the environment and the smart energy use in schools and our facilities. And we want to, I know Dr. Murphy did, I also want to reiterate our thanks, the board's thanks to the excellent work of APS staff and the regional and local partners who supported it. I know it was quite a while in kind of pulling this thing together, but it is worthwhile. It was worthwhile. We are excited about this. And this agreement that we've got with Sun Tribe is truly a win-win for Arlington Public Schools. It yields benefits for the schools, the environment, our own bottom line. The panels that are installed by Sun Tribe, as Dr. Murphy mentioned, at no upfront cost to Arlington Public Schools. It reduces our carbon footprint. It lowers our energy costs. It gives students a firsthand look at energy conservation in action. We're going to be hearing about that in a couple of minutes. And it paves the way for future alternative energy projects in schools and also countywide. And especially for us, we just adopted our 6-year strategic plan less than 2 months ago. And this ties in perfectly with our goal number 5, to build strong and mutually supportive partnerships, and also our core values of operational efficiency and collaboration. And so we're looking forward to moving ahead, and that installation is going to take place soon in the spring of 19. And our partner, Sun Tribe Solar, has been selected based on their experience and their reputation and their smart approach to the design and the operations and the financing. And I'll take that opportunity now to introduce their Vice President of Business Development at Sun Tribe, and that's Mr. Devin Welch.
Good evening. My name is Devin Welch. I have the privilege of speaking on behalf of Sun Tribe Solar today, and I want to say thank you all for welcoming us here. Arlington Public Schools has a long history of being a national leader in sustainability, from imagining what a 21st century school might look like to actually building Discovery Elementary, as well as making commitments to energy efficiency improvements across the entire district. It's evident that Arlington is committed to meeting the needs of students while also preserving resources for future generations. And that resonates a lot with us as new partners of yours. Doing that is no small endeavor, and we recognize that. Integrating energy and environmental conservation into the operations of a large education system while supporting and growing a dynamic learning environment for all students requires innovation, requires courage, creativity. And where others might see those as problems or hindrances, Arlington has found solutions, and people across the country are paying attention. 2 years ago, you launched a bold new initiative to become one of the first districts in the Commonwealth to answer the question, what would it really take to bring solar energy directly onto the roofs of a large number of our schools? You requested a proposal for photovoltaic systems capable of producing 2.5 megawatts of power, which, as was mentioned, is quite a bit of electricity. Nothing of that size had ever been attempted in Virginia before. I think there's a historic component to this that we want to recognize. It was a bold approach, and I think Arlington's proposal became a beacon for making sustainability goals into a reality. And it's a step forward that not only brought with it a sense of urgency, but it also began to deepen the public trust and generate support that has helped propel the entire renewable energy industry forward. It really was a trailblazer and continues to be. Today's celebration is really an answer to that original question. Yes, it is possible to bring clean solar power to schools, and you can do so with no upfront capital cost. The learning opportunities, the carbon offsets, the jobs that it will create, as well as the savings to taxpayers, really kind of prove the point and make it clear that this is the right energy solution for Arlington, but also for everyone who's paying attention. So part of our mission at SunTribe is to help every organization realize its clean energy future. And while every project that we design and install is special to us, Arlington will always hold a really truly exceptional sort of space in our collective conscience, and that is because of how trailblazing this project is. We're grateful, candidly. We're very grateful to be a part of the team that gets to deliver this solution for Arlington. And I want to use this opportunity to offer a special thank you to Kathy Lynn, who has been an incredible solar champion. I have the privilege to work with organizations across the state, and I can say, from experience, that Kathy Lynn's contributions and drive, along with those of many other people in the room today, but have really been extraordinary and merit a round of applause. That's all right. We actually had a technical team up yesterday doing some technical site visits, and as I was leaving the office today, they grabbed me by the arm and said, "Don't forget to thank Kathy. She was amazing yesterday." So it's from everyone who's interacted, I think, has had an incredibly positive experience, and I think that bodes very well for the future partnership. So, really where we are is we're excited to work with the entire APS team, not just staff, but students, faculty, the entire community, really. We see this as a community project, and so we're just really thrilled to be a part of it. The students are especially important to us, and we want to recognize that by moving forward with this project, you've empowered your own students with an expectation that they can be creative participants in finding solutions to real world problems. And so we're going to continue to champion that and are excited to be a partner in that effort as well. And I cannot wait for these speeches, for sure. I guess what I want to kind of end with is just to say that this commitment to solar is very significant, and it will provide a daily reminder to students and the broader community about what a clean energy future can look like. This is the way that we really endeavor to move the world, and so we're thrilled to have partners that want to move in the same direction. And so I want to say thank you for the opportunity to contribute to this work.
Well, thank you both to Mr. Goldstein and to Mr. Welch for their comments. And now we're going to hear from Rick Keller from the Sierra Club, but a longtime member of our community and a very strong advocate here for energy. So, Rick.
Thank you, Dr. Murphy. It's a privilege to be here. I am a graduate of Arlington Public Schools. And it's a matter of great pride for those of us who are, and looking at how Arlington Public Schools has taken a step forward. I'm also an environmental activist. I'm a volunteer with the Sierra Club and also with Eco Action Arlington. And it can be tough sometimes being an environmental activist these days, and your successes aren't great in places. But this is one which will stand out and stand up for a long time. I don't know how many of you heard news today, but the estimated carbon in our atmosphere went up in 2018, meeting the Paris Climate Agreement goals almost impossible. And yet here we are with Arlington Public Schools doing its bit to clean our environment, to give us clean energy, to give us stuff for our kids, make those who are graduates and alumni proud. And it's something which I think we should all feel some community pride about. I think I've been talking to staff about renewable energy since maybe 2011. Dr. Murphy was on the Community Energy Plan Task Force, and I met Kathy Lynn her first week on the job. And I've had a couple of wonderful conversations with John Chadwick. And now the school board is saying, we're there, and we're going to do the right thing. So keep up the good work, keep the commitment, keep the ball moving forward, and remember that what we do today will help our children in their future. Thank you.
So one of the things I think we all pride ourselves on here, whether you're with APS or you're part of a community action group or you're part of Sun Tribe, is that we believe that we are innovators. We also believe that we excel, and that we also want to be on the cutting edge, and we want to influence what the future looks like. And so while we've talked about all the logistics and we've talked about all the, the procurement procedures and the management of this, this is really the icing on the cake for me. It's how we influence the future and how we influence children also to excel and prepare for their future. So I am very proud to introduce two individuals from Discovery Elementary, and they're going to come forward and talk a little bit with us about how the project at Discovery has influenced them and how they've learned from that. So would Bridget Lohmeyer and Kira Monteverdi come forward and share some thoughts with us. I also want to thank Patrick Lohmeyer for being here and bringing these students out this evening. And let's see, do you guys need a little bit of adjustment on the, how's that?
That's good.
That's good? All right.
Hello, my name is Bridget Lohmeyer, and I'm a fifth grader at Discovery Elementary, and I'm going to talk about how solar panels make an impact at Discovery, and how they can make an impact everywhere else if other schools get solar panels as well. All the electricity we use in Discovery comes from our 1,710 solar panels on the roof. We are the only elementary school in Arlington so far with solar panels. In the fifth grade classroom, you can see all the solar panels at the window. Even in the cloudiest of days, we're still producing a ton of energy. We produce so much energy that we don't only have enough energy for us to use in a week, we could also power one house for a year. So in a year's time, we could make way more than we need. All the energy can be used for other homes and possibly a school. You can also get solar panels on your house, which cuts pollution. You don't have to pay to transport coal. It prevents global warming, and they pay for themselves. The use of solar panels has been growing rapidly since the year 1992 to today, 2018. Every kid deserves to learn in a clean, unpolluted school like Discovery.
Hello, my name is Kira Monteverdi. I also go to Discovery Elementary School, and I'm also in fifth grade. Solar panels are very important because it makes the world a better place. Without the solar panels, there would be a lot of air pollution due to burning coal. The reason for that is usually in Virginia, we use coal to power our schools, houses, buildings, and many more things. But coal is very bad for the environment because it can cause air pollution and global warming. So that is why our school uses solar panels instead of coal. Discovery has also been encouraging more houses and schools to get solar panels. My computer science teacher recently got solar panels on his house. Also, my homeroom teacher, Mr. Bridges, just got them put on to his house too. It is so cool to see so many people being inspired to put solar panels on their house.
Thank you both very much. You did a great job. You should be very proud there, Dr. Rousseau. So now we're to the ceremony portion of the signing ceremony portion of the program this evening. I believe Mr. Goldstein, our board chair, and Devin Welch. Devin, I think you have assigned this to another member of your team. Is that correct?
Yeah, we're going to share this Taylor Brown.
All right, Taylor Brown, please come forward. And Mr. Webb has the documents. What I'd like to encourage us is, why don't we sit here, you two gentlemen sit here at the table for the signing ceremony, and we'll get some pictures of that, and then we'll hold, and then we'll get everybody who wants to come up and join in for a picture with the group. We'll do that after they have the signing ceremony.
David, you're helping out here? Okay. Just hold on here, and we'll all be signing together. All right, got it? That's it, there you go. All right, ready? I hope I didn't misspell that.
All right, if everyone would like to now come forward and we'll have a big, couple, I'm sorry. Ladies, where are you going? You got more signatures here.
Signature and then just print it, okay. Okay.
4 more.
All right, here we go.
Loosen up.
All right, last one, ready? Okay. All right, let's do it, all right. You ever seen such terrible handwriting? Oh, thank you so much.
Don't go anywhere, ladies. We're going to be at the group
Yeah,
picture.
we're gonna stay here. We're gonna get.
We ready for?
Yeah, we're ready.
Ready for the group picture? Come on up.
We give these to somebody?
All everybody. Yeah.
Are we staying at?
Yeah, you can just pretend like we're signing. There you go. Happy Lynn here? She's right next to you.
Yeah, we need Rick in this picture too. Rick, you coming up? Come on, Rick.
And Eleanor?
Whoa,
Eleanor?
Come on, Bob.
Mom, we want you.
Drove all this way.
Okay.
Wait, still right. One more.
Okay, everybody in? 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3.
You wanna get the,
Keep smiling.
keep smiling. Sunny smiles.
Yeah, that's right.